I don't know what you had in mind, but here we stand on opposing sides. Let's go to war. Let's go to war.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's Matt, aka Thanatos, and I am here coming from Denver Comic Con, and I'm sure it's super loud and crazy, but I just got in. My kids are here. My daughter is cosplaying Raven. She looks amazing. I'll show you guys that in a little bit. Trying to get all my CGC stuff knocked out pretty early. I'm going to stop by CGC and hopefully get someone to witness an autograph by Mr. Joe Giella. Super stoked about that Green Lantern 7 getting broken out of its slab. Anyway, I will be back with you guys in a little bit. Sometimes the waiting is the hardest part. Yeah. All right, so here I finally got to CGC. Took forever to get in line, but this guy finally acknowledged me and helped me crack my Green Lantern number 7, 8.0 out of the slab. Probably the most stressful part of the entire con for me. He didn't handle it as gently as I would have liked, but it got the job done, and hopefully CCS can clean up whatever mistakes happen here. Still awesome. And yep, there he is, cutting it. Ah, it's scary.
Thank you, sir.
You go like to all the shows?
And these ones don't window bags, so you can just sign wherever you want.
You want to do this one?
Yes, please.
They have the Orlando show, the Tampa show.
Yeah. Orlando, Tampa, but I think in Jacksonville.
Oh, that I don't even know.
Orlando was big.
He's big. Orlando's big.
How much would it cost?
Yeah, that's a big one. Orlando.
Yeah, he said, tell me if I work that one back, they do $9.
Thank you so much, sir.
Don't look at me. Here we have the mysterious Raven playing with popsicle sticks. Day 3, it's Sunday. We didn't go Friday. Yesterday was mostly like stuff for the kids. So today we're going to look at merch. We're gonna buy some stuff.
Yeah.
We're gonna go shopping. So we'll be back. Part of conventions, the lines, barf.
You guys made this one, right?
Mr. Neil Adams. No line for Neil Adams. What's going on here? That guy's a great Green Lantern artist and a bunch of other thing artists.
Here's a Tana.
Huh?
Here's a Tana.
Did he?
Yeah.
Maybe you have to go back to that. Mr. Mike Zeck.
Oh, Daddy, look, it's Maleficent.
Maleficent.
That one's really pretty. I don't know what it is, but it's really pretty. There's Harley Quinn.
We're actually on our way to go get in line for a Terry Brooks signature. If you follow the Shannara series.
Oh, look at those, Daddy. It has Choo-Choo. It has, what's his name from Rick and Morty? Oh, Rick, I don't know. Who's the guy with the blue hair?
Rick. cool
Yeah,
watercolors.
that's
Those are awesome
like
too.
abstract. Oh my, that one is abstract.
Oh, those are really.
That is so
All right, line.
Oh wait, yeah, that was for that.
Just a second now, I'm gonna get it. Is this you?
Yeah.
This is her.
I thought so. Adiana?
Adiana, close.
Adiana. You need a U in there. All right, Adiana. You have a great name too. Can I steal it as well? I'm getting all these great
I know,
names
they're
here.
great names this morning.
I promise to make you something nice.
An elf.
But I lie a lot. Good name. I like it. I like all these great new names. I have to find new names. I can't use Susie and Beth and
Yeah.
things like that. Doesn't feel right.
My name could be. That would be sweet.
You're gonna have to. I'm excited for you to read all these. I don't think you've ever read. You've never read any of the Shannara books.
Great name. He wrote great name.
I'm sorry, I'm about to elevate your stature a whole lot. There you go.
Be looking for it.
Keep your eyes open.
And then this is what his book, he just wants it signed.
Okay.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
First printing copy.
I was going to say it looks like it.
Took me forever to find one.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Wherever you found it from, they put
Oh my God, yeah.
a different dust jacket on it.
Oh, really?
There's no price on it.
Ah.
But that's what matters. That's a first printing. That starts with a 2 number line.
Good to know.
And 2 with a bunch of zeros.
Hey, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Nice to see you here.
Bulma. That guy was Kratos yesterday. Ooh, some Golden Age books.
My name might be in a book.
That is a sweet backpack.
There's so much stuff here. It is
Oh, look, they have a place called Hermione's something or other. More comics. Hermione's something.
No, it's just Hermione.
Oh.
Get it? Like it's just Hermione.
Yo, this thing is massive. Minotaur. All right, go on.
We're obviously still at home.
Yo, does that Christopher Reeve like slowly morph into Linda Carter? Because that would be really cool.
Yes, it does.
Oh, it totally does.
Oh,
All right,
that is
guys.
so cool.
We're gonna do this again. Sorry.
Are you okay? Real quick.
All right, so we're back. It's the 26th. So Denver Comic Con was over a week ago, and man, I've been busy, and this has been a little while in the making. Finally have a night of freedom to make this video. Obviously, it's taken a little bit. So Denver Comic Con was amazing. Okay, it was good. It was my first time at Denver Comic Con, and I kind of already expected it not to be as comic book heavy as I was hoping. which I was right. Not a lot of comic book vendors, so digging was a little more difficult than I had anticipated. Apparently, Denver Comic Con really likes to have in-house vendors. So most of the comic book shops that were there were from like the Colorado state, which is kind of unfortunate. It would have been nice to see like Torpedo Comics or some of the other bigger comic book shops. But I know that the Charlotte, is it Heroes Con, was the same weekend. So I totally understand that it was all split up. Still a great con. I had a lot of fun. I did learn my lesson, maybe not to bring your ex-wife to Comic-Con because it makes things a little awkward and maybe a little more stressful than it probably should have been. I'm gonna full disclosure here, guys and girls, gals. I didn't buy a single comic at Denver Comic-Con. This is 2 conventions in the past like month and a half. I didn't buy anything. Oh, I didn't buy any comics. I did spend a lot of money on prints and signatures and CGC and all that. But Saturday, so Friday I didn't go. I was in Denver, but I didn't go to Comic-Con. Instead, I took my family and the kids to the Denver Aquarium. Had a lot of fun there, and then Saturday we went. Spent most of the morning from like 10 o'clock to 12:30 getting signatures. It took that long to get a Joe Giella signature. CGC was packed. There were people with the CGC tablets and stacks of books typing in each one. Why didn't you make the submission at home? What? I mean, and then you could have just dropped it off with the form. It just blew my mind that someone's going to sit there for 2 hours and just type stuff. I mean, it's a tablet. It's not exactly the easiest situation. So I submitted 4 books. I submitted a Tomb of Dracula number 10, my Rifleman number 10, which I'm super excited about. Drawing a blank here. Incredible Hulk 180, and there was a fourth one in that same kind of like middle ground key issue. Submitted those. That was easy. And then I had 3 books signed. I had Showcase 23, Showcase 24, and then I had them crack my Green Lantern number 7, which you guys all saw, hopefully, in the montage of videos, which, by the way, I'm so sorry. I'm not a very good photographer. I'm sure it's shaky as I'm walking around. But I did the best I could. That was all on my cell phone because I didn't want to take my camera. Mostly because like the autofocus thing's really bugging me. So I'm going to have to get a new camera at some point to hopefully make better videos. Until then, Galaxy S8 is it. I don't know what I'm doing with my hands. So anyway, all right. So I'm going to show you guys some stuff. I'll start with the prints. Firstly, my daughter was a big fan of Chrissy Zullo. You can see her here at all of these options. She's fantastic. She does this almost Disney-ish style artwork that I really dig. My daughter picked up a Princess Leia print. I already took all of that stuff. So Princess Leia print and a Wonder Woman print, I believe. But I got to keep a Mother of Dragons print. Look at that. If Game of Thrones was a Disney movie, it would be awesome. I would watch it. And hopefully there'd still be a lot of death. So that was fantastic. She was doing all the artists that were there were doing pretty good deals on all their prints. So we picked up quite a bit. And most of them I've given away or my daughter has them. And then I tried real quick to look up these 2 artists before I made this video, but I couldn't. I'll have to do some digging, mostly because we were just walking and picking up stuff, and I didn't really stop to talk to anybody. My daughter's pointing at stuff like, I want that. So I got this. Is awesome. This is like my favorite print that I picked up from the con. And I wish I knew the guy's name. If anyone knows, he signs with a K and an O exclamation. K-O. And I thought this was really, really cool. I picked up a Dark Phoenix print from him, which I gave away. I picked up, my daughter got a Wonder Woman, which was really, really cool, and a Justice League print from him. And then on our way out, I actually saw an artist. This is the first time I saw a Zatanna print because, you know, I'm a Zatanna guy. So for $10, I picked up this Zatanna print, which I thought was awesome. And I wish I remembered his name. I just ran up, threw some money at him, took this print. And so if anyone knows that artist, I wish I could give credit to these people other than Chrissy. But this was really cool. And then I had, so Saturday was all doing kid stuff. You guys saw my daughter dressed as Raven, cosplaying Raven. She did a lot of all the kid activities. We spent hours doing the kid activities, which was fun. I mean, it was her first con, so I wanted her to experience it and have fun. I didn't want to be selfish and have her just sit there and watch me dig through comics. So that was kind of the priority. And and that day was kind of weird. So Saturday we also had a Jason Momoa photo op. So that happened. So this is me and bloop, the ex-wife and kids with the man, Aquaman. If you look at my Instagram, I might have cropped out a little bit of this picture. But I wasn't going to spend another $100 so she could get her own picture. So I'm just like, we're just going to crop each other out. It'll be fine. Everything's going to be okay. But he's huge. He's like 6 foot monstrous, 6 foot, maybe 4 or 5. I mean, I'm 6 foot tall and 225 pounds, and I look super small compared to him. And his bodyguard, who is normally his brother, was not there, was this big old bald guy, big Polynesian bald guy, who was massive. He could have crushed my face like a grape. Dead. So that was really cool. I can't even, these guys who come, like Jason Momoa, so they spend all morning doing autographs, $80 a pop. Oh, for him at least, $80 a pop. And he does that all morning. And then at the whole afternoon, he's doing photo ops for $100 a pop. And this line we stood in was ridiculous. I mean, just in the 30-minute window, like the 4 o'clock time, the 4:15 and the 4:30, which we all kind of stood in these lines together. Nuts. Hundreds and hundreds of people, and you get herded like cattle. So it's just walk in, take a picture, like shake his hand, shook his hand, and you're done. But like, how much money do you walk away from with this? Like, dang, if I was a celebrity, all I would do is go to Comic-Cons and take pictures with people because like it's free money and you get to meet all your fans. Like, that's super cool. Getting paid to have fun, in my opinion. I mean, I guess that after a certain amount of time, it would probably get pretty old. The autographs would kind of suck because you're just signing. It would be boring. And then so Sunday, so that was Saturday. Saturday was kind of a wash. Just Jason Momoa was the best part of Saturday, and my kids. Sunday, it was just my daughter and I going back, and that was the day that we went shopping. And we stood in line at the beginning for Terry Brooks, who is one of my favorite authors from when I was younger. The Shannara series was a big one, and I put in the footage for that, which is super cool. I don't know if you guys heard him talking. He saw my daughter's name, Adiana, and was like, "That's a really nice name. I think I'm going to use that." So I guess I'm going to be reading all his future books to wait and see what kind of character he makes my daughter. And I thought that was really cool. My daughter was stoked. She's a super nerd, loves reading. So I'm sure if her name shows up in a book, she is going to lose her mind. And I'm so excited for that. But so I did buy this first printing of The Sword of Shannara, his first book from, I think, 1977. 1977. Good year for stuff, Star Wars. He signed it. And he was giving away his new book for free, which is what my daughter had signed. And I know the guy said this is not like a real first printing dust jacket, but I believe it is. I know it doesn't have a price on it, but I did a lot of research, and there were the American versions, or maybe the UK versions, which had prices on them. And then there were the Australian first printings, which had just a different dust jacket. It didn't have the price on it. So this is just a first printing Australian dust jacket. Still very hard to find, still really cool. You guys care about books at all? This is one of the rare cases where a first printing, the number line starts with a 2. So normally, normally a first printing would show a 1 or a 0 there. And then you can also tell because the TB on the front of this is red. Apparently, second printings and further on don't have that, or it is not red. It's just textured. So that was really cool meeting him and getting him to sign this book, because I grew up reading a ton of those and they were fantastic. I guess so. That was Sunday. What did we do Sunday? Sunday I got that done. We got all those prints. Bought my daughter a bunch of fluffy stuffed animals and stuff. And the main reason I didn't buy any comics or really care, because my main goal from Rocky Mountain Comic Convention in Denver last month and Denver Comic Con this month, my big goal was to buy or find a Green Lantern number 87 in a 9.0 or higher. And that wasn't happening. I did look at this con, but before this con even started, I picked up I got an offer, or one of my guys on Instagram, Dave's Comic Books, had this. So I bought it for a good price. And I bought this literally the day before before Geoff Johns announced that he was going to be writing the new Green Lantern movie and Green Lantern Corps movie, and that Jon Stewart and Hal Jordan were going to play center roles, like the main characters, the main Green Lanterns. So getting this in a 9.0 to me was amazing, especially since then. They've gone up, obviously, speculation, but a 9.0 in this amazing Neil Adams cover, first appearance of Jon Stewart, and second appearance, I believe, of Guy Gardner in a cameo. So if you guys don't have this yet, I would definitely suggest picking it up, because Jon Stewart is obviously a big part of the Green Lantern community, and he's always been a fan favorite for the Justice League. So hopefully they cast him properly, and but definitely go out and try to find yourself a copy of this. My first copy, I think I picked up for less than $80 in an eBay auction, and it graded as a 6.5, but I always knew I wanted, at least in this comic, a 9.0 or higher, and I got it, 9.0 off-white white pages. So because I got this, and it was a little more pricey, and once it gets to that 9.0 range, it's a lot pricier than I would have liked, but I think it's just going to go up. That's one of those books that has a ton of potential. But that was kind of like, I got my book. I don't really need to find anything at Denver Comic Con. So yeah, that was, I didn't mind the fact that I didn't buy any comic books, knowing that I was coming home to that, which was nice. And when I got back from Denver, I did have some books waiting for me. Mostly just a pre-order from Tifa, Things from Another World, who, okay, I'm going to go ahead and just say it. I am never buying anything from these guys again. One, you pay extra for, I only ordered from them because Midtown was out of pre-orders of the Magic Order. This is the Adam Hughes variant. And then the main cover A. Every single time I've ordered from these guys, like usually last minute, they always come jacked up. And it's because they don't ship very well. These 3 books were in an envelope. if I want to show you guys my information, like this. And this I got today. This is cover B, which is kind of random. But look, like, come on, you're a comic book retailer. And at least tell people, like, I didn't know that my $4 or $5 in shipping was going to get me this. You know, put it in a box. They're comic books. Like, you can't expect anyone to get a comic in good condition like this. So this came today, and all three of those books came in exactly the same way. So they have lost my business forever, because here's cover B, and this entire front top area, I'm assuming was from this janky corner, is all jacked up. Yeah, there's no comeback from that. There's no pressing that'll fix that one. So, but on the bright side, I mean, and all these have spine ticks, every single one. Spine ticks, spine ticks, spine ticks. But if you haven't read this, do it, because it's super fantastic. I'm going to have to go on eBay and buy an actual 9.0 caliber copy. So I got those. And then I suppose one of the big reasons why I've been really busy lately is because I met a girl. Man, I thought my life was going to be comic books and being alone forever. But surprise, surprise, I met someone, and she's fantastic. On the Comic Core, the first Comic Core, not Comic Horror video from reviews from the Batcave, which was awesome. That they've let me be a panel member. She actually watched like the first video, the first live show that we did. So she knows I really like comics, and she's very cool about it. In fact, the last time we hung out, she bought me a comic, which was very surprising. And check this out. It is a Green Lantern number 27, which isn't any kind of special book, but she went to a comic book shop and tried to find the earliest Green Lantern she could because she wanted to. And number 27 is no slouch. It's still a Gil Kane book, art or inks by Joe Giella. Like, it's a Silver Age Green Lantern. It's a 12-cent copy. So just the fact that she went out of her way to find one of these, or any Green Lantern comic, or any comic in general, was really cool. And it definitely shows the kind of person that she is. So that was exciting. She also has great luck with these random, like, box things. I really wanted a noob out of one of these, and lo and behold, noob. He really gets me. Look at that guy. God damn. So yeah, there's that. And today was disappointing. I was supposed to get a CGC box 14 books back from CGC today, and I missed the delivery by 15 minutes. So I'm set it up for hold at location. I'll pick it up tomorrow. And then I have another CGC box coming on Friday, which I set up for hold at location just to avoid that whole situation. So I'll be doing some live CGC unboxings over the next few days, which I'm super excited about. I might just wait for the weekend to do the live unboxings. I know I haven't made a video in a while, mostly because I've been so busy. And I don't know, comics, I guess, haven't really been the priority for me in the past few weeks. But yeah, I guess that is about it. This was my Denver Comic-Con haul and video. I hope you guys liked the footage. My leg's asleep. It's terrible. And that's all I got. Thank you. I'm sure I'm at 20 minutes on this phone, so I can only imagine with the footage, this might be a long video. So if you stayed, I really appreciate it. I am almost at 400 subscribers. So just the idea that 400 people give any shits about my channel is fantastic. Go check out reviews from the Batcave. On Fridays, they do a great live show, and they've invited me quite a few times, or twice I've been on. And it's usually just me drinking whiskey and them talking comics. And it's been fantastic. They're a great group of guys. And hopefully I'm doing that more. And what else? I feel like I haven't been on this for so long that I don't want to leave. I just want to talk to you forever. Where's my whiskey at? Oh, I'm doing this all wrong. Yep. So next time, whiskey, Deadpool. If you haven't seen Deadpool 2 yet, it's amazing. Go do that. That's all I got. So stay tuned for the next few days for some CGC unboxings. And I feel like there was more. Oh, if you liked this video, thumbs up and subscribe. I'm going to try to do, as I go up, I'm going up to Denver quite a bit in the next few weeks, month. So I'm going to try to do a store spotlight for Mile High Comics. And I still need to do some LCS spotlights for the different LCSs in my local area, because I do believe that local comic shops deserve to be showcased so people can see them and know what they do and why we should support them. Yep. So if anyone, like, subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys later.